What's going on, guys? Rockley AC here. I am here with the Set 9 release, Universal Onslaught by Bandai. It's their latest Set 9 from the Dragon Ball Super card game. It's got a lot of the cool Tournament of Power characters, like the Goku and different universe cards. You also get an exclusive box topper over here with the Goku advertising for the video game. So super excited. I, like usual, don't know pretty much most of the cards. So a lot of these are going to be quick, honest reaction over here. So there's 3 secret rares in this set. One being Xenocell, the other being the Smoke Dragon. I think he's from GT. And then also, what's the other one? Damn, I'm editing that too.
Smoke Dragon. The Smoke Dragon, Cell, and the Victory Strike.
Okay. And the new Victory Strike featuring Goku and Vegeta. So right off the bat, we got the new Goku here. You guys could see he's on the Nimbus Cloud. You got the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot printing over there for the video game. Blocker, Revenge, Barrier, activate main for 2. Choose 4 cards in your drop area and send them to the warp to play this card from your hand. Pretty good generic card for a free put in play. Alright, so right off the bat we will start with the Frieza pack. A lot of Frieza swap support from the original Tournament of Power. We start off with one of the new leaders. We got the Son Goku. So if you guys seen this one, when this card is put in battle, choose up to 1 battle card and extra card from your hand, place it in your drop area, choose up to 1 card in your life and add it to your hand. Draw 1 card, then this card gets plus 5k and its skill is negated for the battle. And then it also has Awakened Surge. So a lot of the Surge leaders that came out recently, choose 1 red and blue card in your hand, place them in under this card. You may draw 3 and choose 1 of your energy, switch to active mode, and onto the Ultra Instinct limits or pass side. You got activate main or battle once per turn. If your life is 5 or less, you get to choose 1 of these 2 effects. If you have a Universe 7 card in play, draw 1 card, then your opponent reveals their hand. Choose up to 1 extra card or battle card with 35k power or less and place it in a drop area. Super strong effect. You could really kind of pop out their big cards for next play. Or the other effect, choose up to 3 multicolor extra cards with different names in your drop area and or warp and add them to your hand. So from what I've heard, the Universe 7 deck plays a lot of extra cards which you could pay for cheap costs by utilizing the new keyword Invoker. So we'll probably get to that when the time comes. So alright, so I'm just gonna go file through these cards. I'm not gonna read every single card. We're just gonna go to the meat and potatoes of the foils and all the good flashy stuff. So you got one of the rares, Artificial Impact. You can activate this card's activate battle from your hand without paying its entry cost. Activate main if your leader card is green. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, KO it, then choose 1 card in your opponent's hand and place it in the drop area. That's pretty nice. Hand control and board control. Activate battle, choose up to 1 of your leader cards or battle cards, gets plus 5k for the duration of the battle. Hefty cost, but it's a good way for green to get rid of those big drops. Alright. On to the next pack. I'm going to go through these until we find some goodies. Alright, so real quick, we got the new Android 2017 and 18 leader. When this card attacks, draw a card. Activate main once per turn, pay a green. If there are no cards in your battle area, choose 1 green or yellow Android card with an energy cost of 3 or less in your drop area and play it in rest mode with its skills negated for the turn. So that's pretty awesome. You get a free body on play, especially, you know, those 3 drop Androids. Android 20 on the back side. Activate main once per turn. What do you got? Look at the top 3 cards on top of your deck. Choose up to 1 green or yellow Android among them and add to your hand. Then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. And then awaken 4 less. You may choose 2 of your energy. Switch them to active mode. That's gonna be fun editing. That was such a deep. Damn. Wow. I should really add bloopers to like the end of these videos. Then flip this card over. Awesome. Alright, so we got the first super rare of the box. It is the Ultra Instinct Son Goku Energy Explosion. Really awesome. As you guys already know from the Super game, they put a lot of detail on their artwork. One of the reasons why people like playing this game is because of the aesthetics and the foiling patterns. Trying to get that focused here. So energy exhaust, just like pretty much all the multicolor cards. Invoker, which is a new skill. When paying the energy cost for a red and blue multicolor card, extra card specifically, you can switch one red and blue multicolor card in your energy in rest mode instead. So all those things that are cost like 3 or 2, you could pretty much just tap 1 just to play it. So super strong, very energy efficient deck. You won't be tapping out a lot compared to most decks that play their bigger cards. Auto, choose 3 cards in your energy, place them in their owner's drop area when you play this card from your hand. And choose up to 3 cards in your drop area, negate their energy exhaust, and play them in your energy. So pretty much you could swap out the cards that you paid for, and then all those energies will be untapped again. Auto once per turn, when one of your cards deals damage to your opponent, deal 1 additional damage to your opponent. This is really, really good. Any type of burn effect. I think this would probably be one of the easier cards to get those kind of burn effects, like how Hit was back in the day. Alright, moving on. Alright, so you got these, another new effect, or should I say keyword, skill is the successor skill. So you choose any number of your mono green, mono yellow, or green yellow multicolor battle cards whose energy costs add up to the energy cost of this card. Place them in their owner's drop area to play this card from your hand. So you got the cost, which is always whatever multicolor card that is. So whatever successor you have, you got to pay the energy cost for that, and then you also have to have the card cost add up to the specific number for what cell is. So you could have 2 3-drop battle cards in play, and then you could play successor by paying the cost, and then sacrificing those, putting those in the drop, and then playing this guy out for free. So as long as those battle cards add up to that number, you can't go over, you can't go less, and it has to be those specific colors. Auto, when you play this card with successor, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, KO it, then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it in the drop area. Very good card. When this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill or KO, draw 3 cards. So this card is really, really strong. It kills battle cards. You get draw power, so it really pushes your opponent to think twice about removing it from play. Next, 3-drop Android 18. This card is a 20k critical with barrier, super strong effect. One of the cards that synergizes with the Android leader, where you could just put in play a 3-drop. With his skills negated, and the next turn, you got critical barrier, so super strong. I'm just gonna pass through some of those. Oh, you got the full uncommon version of the cell. You guys can see that. And then you got the rare DeBrua. Alright, move right along. Bam, bam, bam. Ultra Instinct. So I already saw that leader. We got new rare card for Universe 11. I'll just leave that up on the screen real quick for you guys to read. Moving on to the next pack. Alright. If you guys want to know any of those card effects, please pause the video on the screen. We got the rare Android 20. Pretty good card as well for the Android decks. And then, so Bandai, earlier in the year, I think a little bit before that, they voted on certain cards to be remade from the leaders from like the original set. So Son Gohan was one of the original leaders that, on his awakened side, you could do triple attack, and the only downside was that you lose the game if you're not able to finish. So they revamped this leader. They revamped 5 leaders. I'm not sure what the ratio is, maybe 3 per box, but they chose 5 different leaders that we voted on online, which is really cool. Not a lot of card games gave that much, power to the players, allowing us to choose what kind of leaders we wanted to revamp. Son Gohan says, choose 1 or 2 cards from your life, add them to your hand. When this card attacks, switch this card to active mode. So you can tell it's a very aggressive leader just because it untaps, just like how the yellow baby leader is from the starter deck. Awaken, when your life is 3 or less, you may draw 2 cards, choose up to 1 your energy, switch to active mode, then flip this card over. So you got the revamp leader effect also on this side. When this card attacks, draw a card. Activate battle once per turn. During your turn, this card, you can choose one card in your life, place in the drop area. This card gets plus 10k power and triple strike for the duration of the turn. And then also activate main once per turn. Switch this card to active mode. At the end of your turn, you lose the game. So you could really go in for game just by switching and killing by putting yourself back to active mode multiple times. So very strong leader. I definitely see this leader making waves in the first couple weeks of this set. Cooler. Alright, so one of the other new leaders of the set. Let's take a quick look. So we have Auto. When this card attacks leader card, draw a card. When the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased, your opponent places the top card of your deck in the drop area. So it's pretty much like an aggressive mill deck. You're going to be attacking while your opponent is milling. Auto once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased by skill, or one of the battle cards, draw a card. When your life is 4 or less, you may draw a card, flip one of your energy over, and awaken. Next, you got Cooler Revenge Transformed. Auto, when this card attacks, draw a card. When the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased, your opponent places the top card of their deck in the drop area, so again, more milling. Auto once per turn. When the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased by skill, or one of your battle cards, draw a card. So you're constantly milling, and you're also getting card advantage just by negging your opponent power. Moving right along. Going through over here, we got Frieza. I don't think we saw Frieza yet, so this is another new leader from set 9. Activate main once per turn. Look at the top 3 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 Frieza clan card among them, add it to your hand. Then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Awaken when your life is 4 or less. You may draw a card, then choose one of your energy and switch to active mode. Alright, on the Awaken side, we got Frieza the Planet Wrecker. When this card attacks, draw a card. Activate battle, 1 red. Choose 1 Frieza clan card in your battle area and it gains critical for the duration of the turn. And I believe this is not once per turn, so you could pay this multiple times and have critical on your Awaken side pretty much the whole time. Next, we got one of the rares, Demonic Absorption for the Budex, I believe. Got Goten there. And then we got one of the new rarities from the new set. It's called IRAs. Activate battle. If your leader card is green, choose up to 1 of your leader cards or battle cards and it gets plus 15k power for the duration of the battle. Auto, if all your energy is green, when you activate this card, choose 1 card in your opponent's hand and places it in the drop area. So what's cool about that is it helps a lot of the mono decks out there. I think every color has this. So if you feel like you're behind on the multicolor aspect, or if you feel like you don't like the multicolor decks, you could always run the cards like this that kind of fuel your monocolor decks. So pretty cool to have. Also, the artwork is amazing. Alright, on to the next boost pack. Alright, so we'll just go through here. Super combos. Alright, so we got the super rare Majin Buu 2-drop. So let's take a look at this one. Activate main. If all your energy is black, and you have no cards in your hand, you could place this card in its owner's drop area to choose one of the effects. So choose 1 black Majin Buu card in your energy with an energy cost of 3 or 4 in your drop area and play it. If you have 3 or more energy, choose up to 1 black Majin Buu card with an energy cost between 3 and 6 in your drop area and play it. So pretty awesome. It's a way to cheat out the bigger drops from your deck. Alright, let's keep going here. Alright, we got the rare from the Frieza swap deck, I believe, or maybe the Invoker deck. Let's take a look. Emperor's Death Beam. Energy Exhaust, activate main/battle. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and it gets minus 30k power for the duration of the turn. That's really strong. I mean, most battle cards are like 25k or less. If you have a threat, you could pretty much get rid of it with this. Activate main. Send this card from your drop area to the warp. Look at the top card of your deck. If it's a multicolor extra card, you may add it to your hand. Otherwise, place it on top of your deck. I think a lot of the Invoker cards have that ability, or at least the red-blue cards do, so that's what's nice about it. You could consistently look for your cards if you don't need your drop zone card effects. Alright, moving right along. Jiren. Let's take a look at his leader ability. Choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. When this card attacks, choose one. You either draw a card and then gets plus 5k for the duration of the turn, or choose up to one Universe 11 card in your hand with energy cost of 2 or less and play it. So it gives you the option to kind of go aggro there. You could draw a card and get 5k, or you could just play a 2-drop for free. Not bad, pretty decent for the Universe 11 deck. When your life is 4 or less, you may draw a card, then switch one of your energy to active mode and flip it over. Then you get full power Jiren, the Unstoppable, pretty dope. When this card attacks, draw a card, and this gains 5k for the duration of the turn. So really strong. Allows your opponent to, well, forces your opponent to kind of combo out that 20k attack. Activate battle. Choose one card in your life, add it to your hand until the start of your next main phase. As long as you have a Universe 11 card in play, you don't take damage from your opponent's attacks. Very interesting effect. We haven't seen anything that's really like that, where you don't take so much damage. So it's kind of like a built-in, not really a Nimbus, it's not really a negate, but it just protects your life total. So pretty awesome there. And then we got a rare Super Saiyan Son Goku, another chance. Blocker revive, so those revive decks, pretty awesome. Alright, next pack. We got Belmod, however you pronounce his name. Heard that's a good card too. And then we got another super rare. So we got Dipso. I think he is a staple in the Universe 11 deck. Let's take a look at what he offers. So he is a 4-cost barrier successor for 1 yellow. So you choose any number of your mono green, mono yellow, or green yellow multicolor battle cards whose energy cost adds up to this, and you can put it in play. So again, you can have like a 2 and a 2 drops, 3 drop and a 1 drop. So as long as it adds up to 4. If your leader card is a Universe 11 card, when you play this card, or it is placed in your drop area from your battle area by a skill, you draw a card. So super strong, allows you to get out the successor bigger drops out because of the protection of barrier. So super cool. Alright, so we got Android 16. A lot of these commons, uncommons. I don't believe we saw Android 17 yet, so let's take a look at this leader. Android 17, when this card attacks a leader card, draw a card, activate main once per turn, choose one Universe 7 card in your hand, place it in drop area and draw a card. So that helps you filter. When your life is 4 or less, you may draw a card and switch one of your energies to active mode. Next, Android 17, your Universal Guardian. When this card attacks, draw a card, activate main once per turn, pay 1 red and 1 blue, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, return to its owner's hand, then choose up to one of your Universe 7 cards in your drop area and add it to your hand. So nice little removal there, and you get a card out of it. Activate main once per turn. If there are 9 or more multicolor extra cards and or Universe 7 cards in your drop area, this card gains plus 5k power, double strike, and critical for the duration of the turn. So that's why you fuel your drop zone with his effect by pitching cards. So I'm assuming a lot of the cards in his deck like to put cards in the drop. Moving right along, Ribrianne, one of the new rares. Take a look. Arrival for 1 green, 1 yellow. Pay a green. When you play this card, or it's placed in your drop area from your battle area by a skill, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and KO it. Nice, easy removal. Pretty strong. Again, I can show you help with successor depending on how you build your deck and what you're going up to in terms of the cost. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, so we got a rare Mecha Frieza Energy Blight. Energy Exhaust. If there's a red or blue multicolor card in your energy other than this card, negate its card's energy exhaust in all areas. That's super strong. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's leader or battle cards, and it gets minus 5k for the power for the duration of the turn, or duration of the battle, my apologies. Another strong Mecha Frieza. This time he is red-blue versus the yellow Mecha Frieza that we were so used to in last year's sets. Alright, let's see here. Was that Justice Blast? Okay, you got one of the rares. And then one of the new IRAs, Vegeta's Final Flash. Let's take a look. Activate battle. If If your leader card is yellow, choose up to one of your leader cards or battle cards, and it gets plus 15k power for the duration of the battle. If all of your energy is yellow, when you activate this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and negate skills for the duration of the turn. So it's a nice, cheap, one cost. A lot of annoying cards there with barrier that you can get rid of just for one energy. Alright, so moving along to the next pack. We have one of the foils, Android 14. Pretty nice. And then we got another rare of Android 20. Okay. Let's see. Give me something good. Give me a super rare SPR. We got the rare Emperor's Death Beam again. Like you guys saw. Nice removal. Really strong effect. Okay, more multicolored cards. And alright, we got the super rare full power Frieza, 100% overdrive. These cards are gonna be rough to write during the tournament deck list. Triple Strike, auto. When this card attacks, choose all of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and they get minus 30k power for the duration of the turn. Super busted effect. Auto. When the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased, your opponent places 2 cards from the top of their deck in their drop area. So this synergizes with the mill decks, specifically the cooler. And it's just super strong. Just being able to get your auto every single attack, and if he survives next turn, is just board wipe whatever your opponent puts in play. That's 30k or less. So super strong. Alright, we got these cells. Okay, we got the Whis common multicolor. That is a super combo. I haven't really seen so much of the super combos. If your leader card is red or yellow, when you combo with this card from your hand, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. It gets minus 10k power for the duration of the turn. So this synergizes a lot with the Frieza decks, cooler decks that neg your leader. And then you got the rare SS4 Son Goku, Saiyan Lineage. Awesome card. Got a couple more packs left. See if we could pull that SPR. Probably not. We'll see. Going through here through the box. We got Demonic Absorption, again, Majin Buu. Alright. Let's see. Anything? Oh, okay. So we got one of the SPR super combos. Android 18 Bionic Blitz. So just like the Beerus that we saw earlier. If your leader card is blue or green, when you combo with this card from your hand, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and places it in the bottom of the deck. Super strong. Hand discard. Awesome artwork. Okay. Alright, so we got Light Bullet. What is that? A foil common. That's actually pretty nice artwork. You got the Frieza, Golden Frieza over there. And then you got Annalisa, one of the other rares of the set. Alright. I think we got maybe 4 packs or something. Okay. Going through. We got one of the Frieza super rares. Let's take a look at this one here. Frieza, Death's Embrace. 1 cost super rare. Auto, when you play this card, draw a card. Activate battle for 1 red. Choose up to one of your opponent's leader cards or battle cards, and it gets minus 10k power for the duration of the battle. This, just like that other super rare I believe I saw, or the leader card effect, this is not once per turn. So you could do this multiple times, maybe even drop this later in the game, and you could pretty much neg your opponent's leader by how much energy you have. So that's pretty strong if you have a whole board of battle cards and you just neg your opponent like minus 20k, minus 30k, and just swing. That's really strong. So this is probably gonna be another good super. Alright, so I think I have maybe 3 more packs left. Thank you all for joining me with this box opening video. We have Clan Commander Frieza as a rare. Looks kind of derpy in this video. Yep. 2 more packs. Let's get another SPR or something. Okay. And okay, you got the other rare super combo, Mecha Frieza. Sorry, not super combo, but auto, just like those check lands. And the last pack. Pull something good. Yes, we got a Jiren leader foil. I heard these leader foils don't come in too often. And you got the Annalisa, however you pronounce that. Yeah, full power Jiren and Unstoppable. Awesome. Well, there you guys have it. Shout outs to Mindsight Gaming, where you get these boxes out. Also, shout out to Puna Lives for this champion mat that he gave me for $10 at the auction page. Shout outs to him and his cats. Thank you guys for joining the video, and see y'all next time.